Hello everyone, welcome to Alpha Minds, the channel of open minds, and today I have a video about something very interesting which I've recently discovered on a website which offers information about mystery, about different things, about aliens, about other things, lots of interesting things. One of the articles published in November was about a place, the audience hall of the Pope, which coincidentally looks like a snake, looks like the head of a snake, looks like a reptilian. Now I just want you to look at the photos, just very simple, just look at the photo and now tell me now if you don't think that the snake, right, is very similar to the audience hall. Okay, the design, everything, the eyes, the mouth, the fangs, absolutely everything looks like it's a snake. Looks like they've created the whole architecture of the building to be similar to a snake. Okay, why would they want to do this? Right? We have to go back in history and understand that we are not alone in this universe. Okay, there are other species, other entities. Okay, one of the entities which people have claimed for years now, and if you have been investigating yourself and you have been viewing other mystery videos on YouTube or other websites, you will understand that there are other species, one of them being the reptilians. Okay, the reptilians are one of the alien races which has visited our planet for thousands of years, and they have influenced in the outcome of our history, of our society, and they have basically led us to a path of destruction, of basically of greediness, of war, of violence. Okay, this is what they want us to be. They want us to be senseless, violent people who would constantly give them negative energy for them to fend off us. All right, just look at the photos now. Tell me, isn't the Pope a hypocrite? Okay, just think about it for a second. Why is the Pope the maximum representative of God and Jesus, right, on the planet? He is sitting on a chair in the middle of the room, actually between the fangs. You can see that there's two fangs and then there's the Pope in the middle on his chair. He is talking from the mouth of the snake, all right? He knows very well, I mean, he has to know, come on, he's the Pope, that the snake represents Satan in the Bible, right? I don't care if you're religious or not. I'm not really religious myself in terms of all the concepts about, you know, the snake and all that stuff. And Adam and Eve, as you know, in the Bible they say they were incited by the snake, especially Eve, and then she incited Adam to bite the apple and to prove to God that they're not gonna die. So basically they were being pushed forward, they were tempted, and they've taken that temptation. Well, if he knows that, and the people who created this building and the architects, they would know that. Are they just laughing in our face and just saying that you're a bunch of idiots? Okay, so how could people even accept? How can you even go there if you're religious and you know that the building is a snake staring at you, and then they say that they're Christian and they're religious and then they're from God? How can that be true? Look at this. Just look at that photo. How can a person speaking from that building knowing that he's the symbolism there is so intense? The symbolism there is absolutely ridiculous. It's like so penetrating. If you stare at the face, you even feel like a chill, you know, in yourself. You feel like something's definitely off there. I wouldn't stay inside that building for even 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. If I would have to go there, maybe just to take a quick photo and run away, because the amount of negative energy I sense just from looking at the photos is just ridiculous. Imagine being inside there, the amount of pressure you would feel from these entities, right? They would just suck your whole energy from you, because we need to understand symbolism is very important in cultures. Symbolism has a lot of power, and if you don't understand how to wield it, you know, they can use it against you. So you have to understand that when you see depictions, when you see images, when you see stuff, they can actually influence your psyche. And they can actually make you feel good, make you feel bad, make you feel panic, make you feel fear. There's a lot of things into it. So that's why we have to be very careful, okay? When you see symbolism, when you see images, understand that they're not there by pure casualty. Nobody has just put them there. the architect who created this amazing building, right, is let me just find his name, Pier Luigi Nervi. Okay, the building was created in 1971, named after Pope Paul VI, and it's between Rome and Vatican City. Okay, and it has 6,300 seats available for people. Okay, so it's quite a big hall. Now, even if you look at the outside, just tell me if it doesn't look like a snake's head. Even the eye on the side, the shape, all right, everything, even like the nose. You can see there at the edge where the smaller bit is, right, when it opens. Yeah, you see the nose. There's like a long line which represents like where he would breathe, basically. So he's even saying that the building is actually the whole representation of reptilians who breathe, live among us, in the middle of us, and they're there and they're not afraid of telling us. Okay. Another shocking thing is that the resurrection, the big statue which is behind the Pope, represents the resurrection of Jesus Christ. However, if you look at the photo very carefully, you can see that the head of Christ is actually the head of a reptilian. Okay, just look at it very carefully. It's a reptilian looking you from the back with the eye. It has an eye there, and is mocking you. It's almost as it's laughing at you, or it's just looking at you from a very amusing way and saying, "You bunch of idiots. You have no idea who you are. You have no idea who controls you. You are a bunch of slaves." Now, tell me if that's not the case, right? It's just obvious, you know? How can you even have religious people speaking in a building which represents their greatest enemy, Satan, right? It's just absolutely not incomprehensible. From here, from my channel, I just want to tell you that please be aware, okay? Please understand these things, because there are many people who just turn a blind eye. They don't want to acknowledge the truth that we are visited by aliens. We are controlled by species which are much greater than us, okay? We are not self-sufficient, we are not free, okay? We are slaves on our own planet. This is just one of the evidences we have, okay? Just tell me, nobody in their rightful mind would create a building for Christians which would represent Satan, okay? Why would you want to even do that, okay? It doesn't make any absolute sense. Even for a joke, it's too much of a joke, right? Nobody would do this as a joke, okay? Let's go back to earth and acknowledge that. Finally, from all this, also there are some declarations from the Defense Minister of Canada, Paul Haler, who confirmed recently that they've decided to make an investigation, and they investigated for 3 years. And they've come to the conclusion that with absolute certainty that there are 4 different species visiting planet Earth on a regular basis, and they've been doing this for thousands of years, okay? Thousands of years. This is the defense minister. This is no like just random person, random YouTuber, random ignorant, right, who would just say random stuff, okay? No, this is the president, the defense minister of a country, saying that they've made the personal investigation, they've gathered the resources, and they found out that there are four, okay, at least 4. I'm pretty sure there's more than that. Some of them stay more hidden, more incognito, but they have absolute certainty that there are 4 different species which walk among us right now. They can be on the streets, they can be in the shop, they can even be on holiday with you on the plane, on the bus, they can even be next to you. It's amazing. It's just crazy, right? Amazing in a shocking way, to be honest. But alas, I would say that we have no choice in this, okay, because we are already slaves on our planet. We have no choice in choosing. We can't just go to these reptilians and say, hey, I want to be free, I want to be given my own freedom, don't interfere with my life. It's not really possible, because they control everything. They control the industry, they control the world, they control entertainment, they control the presidents, they control absolutely everything. They are immersed incognito in absolutely every aspect of our life on a daily basis. But from here I can tell you that don't be, I would say, troubled about this. Don't believe that everything is senseless because of this. Don't believe everything is pointless, or why live, right? That's not the point. The point is you have to acknowledge and understand this, okay? And try to live your life the best possible. Try to be as fair as possible. Try to avoid being influenced by these negative things. And of course, try not to support these kind of religions and societies where they laugh in your face and they don't care about you whatsoever. They say they love you, they say they want you to be happy whatsoever, yada yada yada. Absolute lies. Okay, don't believe them, because if they would actually love you, if they would actually care for you, they would fix the economy, they would give you better wages, they would give you better health, they would not infect you with all these drugs and all these artificial medicines and all this crappy food we have, and genetically modified food to make us sick and have cancer. They wouldn't do all this stuff, would they? It just makes common sense. Of course not, because they actually love us, right? They want our best. They want us to be the best people ever. They want us to progress in the future. They don't want to slaughter us and treat us like slaves, right? Well, that's your evidence, ladies and gentlemen. If they actually love us, they actually want us the best, well, then they should prove this by actions, not just by saying it, okay? And then just stab us from the back. That's it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do share it with anyone who wants to know about the truth, okay? This is a very shocking revelation for me personally. I wanted to share it with everyone on YouTube because I'm pretty sure there are other millions of people who right now have no idea about this. And from Alpha Mind, I thank you and see you guys in my next video. Bye.